Hello, my name's Sue McGott, owner of Inspirational Poetry, A Rhyme for Every Reason. And the reason that I'm recording this short video today is to congratulate Gill on having published her first book, Sacred Paths Entwined. Many congratulations to Gill. I know that this has been a passion of hers to get her book written and to share with people really a substantial amount of information, some of it really quite personal, about her own life's journey and how she came really to find her purpose and really to step into her own power and to start living her purpose. So the book really, I feel, is something that would inspire other people to look at their own journey and to really think more or consider more how to step into their purpose. There's also the element in Gill's book, really, looking at how family influences can relate to life purpose. And again, that's something which I think will be quite helpful to a lot of people who may not really consciously appreciate what some of maybe the issues or the blocks that exist might be in relation to their family. I'd also like to compliment Gill on the work she does around helping people to cast their sacred contracts. I myself had a session with Gill, or a series of sessions with Gill, during which we cast my sacred contract, and I discovered the 12 archetypes that relate to my journey and my life's purpose, and how they link to as well to the astrology around my birth chart. And it was both an enjoyable process, but also quite an interesting one that made me look at certain elements of my life in a different way, from a different perspective. And certainly, partly through the use of poetry, I wrote about a couple of my archetypes, which really made me see things in a different way. So I wrote some poems, for example, about the fool or the clown, which is one of my archetypes, and also the knight. And I'm intending to continue exploring in that way as well. But also, uncovering my archetypes made me reflect on certain things. For example, I have the student as one of my archetypes, and it certainly made me aware that I spend too much time really going on courses and flitting from one course to another without really consolidating and then putting into action really what I learn on those courses. So certainly there's a danger that I can be the eternal student. And really, one of the messages from having cast my sacred contact with Gill was around using the power of the night to step into my own power more and to really take more responsibility for bringing out my gifts and using them in a more powerful way in the world. And also, I think the fool was a very interesting, or the clown was a very interesting archetype, and I've had great fun really looking at kind of like the more fun side of life and the more humorous side of life. You know, for example, by doing laughter yoga leader training and laughing for no reason. As well as there's also a serious side to the fool, which is about delivering perhaps serious messages in a light-hearted way. So I've certainly taken all that on board. So I'd just like to conclude again by congratulating Gill in getting her book published and wishing her every success in achieving the purpose behind the book and inspiring other people to find their life purpose and to live their life more fully. Congratulations, Gill.